Welcome to our inaugural chocolate tour. You are the privileged few to be the first. And we welcome you to the Graycliff Chocolate Factory. The machines are not fully operational as of yet. They haven't been commissioned from Italy and that kind of stuff. But we're going to give you as much of an experience as you can get without the actual interactions with the machines, because we don't want any bad press. The press here, you got your finger or something smashed on your finger. No, just kidding. But welcome. Thank you for coming today. I'm Paolo Garzaroli. I'm the president of Graycliff Chocolate Company. This is my chocolatier, Erica Davis. She is from Atlanta, and she's got about 22 years experience in chocolate making business. She's been on Top Chef, Just Desserts, Food Network. She's been the executive pastry chef at the MGM Mirage, Bellagio, the Peabody in Memphis. She's been all over the place and been making chocolate for 22 years. And, sorry? She was two. Her hands are always in chocolate. Can't say
Our cocoa beans come from Jamaica, which we're very excited. That is our first origin of chocolate. We also will have 6 origins all together from all over the world, as in Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Ghana, all these wonderful, beautiful countries. If you want our hand washing sink, because we have so many stations to go through just for us to sit down and interact and make some chocolate together. So we're going to go up these stairs, and please be careful. And you wash your hands,
we don't have insurance.
Wash your hands, and we'll have you dry them, and then we're going to give you some blue gloves. So you really feel like Lupa Lupa here at the Willy Wonka factory. And then we'll go on with our tour.
It's pretty sunny too. It's pretty sunny.
Yeah, it's so cute. Also, head of our children's room. Yes?
They'll be able to finger paint and do
But when we say finger paint, it's with chocolate. It's colored chocolate. So all these yellows and greens and purples and oranges, they'll be able to do that with chocolate. So that is going to be fun for them. They'll be able to make their own chocolate puzzles, search for our chocolate gold coins. Also, we'll be able to paint little chocolate mustaches. They'll walk out of here covered in chocolate. I don't know what their parents are going to say, but we'll leave. The kids will leave happy. Yeah. So, you know.
At least for the next few hours, they'll be very, very happy.
They'll be very, very happy. The kids will be very happy. The parents won't be that happy. So, but we just wanted you to see all this wonderful things that we have for our kids to do and be in this wonderful, colorful room. Yes. And now we're going to take you into the adult room. It doesn't mean that you have to act like adults, but we're going to take you in and we'll get to play with some chocolate.
We're going to pretend you're adults.
Yes. Erica, you want to do the tour of the machines first? Yeah. Okay, so everybody come on in. And then we're going to have you take your places afterwards. We're going to do a quick run through all of the machines.
Don't sit down yet. We want to run you through some information on the machines before we start.
Okay. So this is the adult room. This is basically where the whole process starts. Once the beans arrive to us, these are the beans that have not been roasted as yet. So these are fermented beans. You're welcome to smell them, touch them, feel them.
Everybody come up.
So come on around. We'll
Don't eat them though. They're not fermented. Yes, they haven't been roasted
You know,
You gotta touch me.
And these have been roasted, so you can see the difference in the.
what about the roasted ones?
You can, but let me tell you, it's bitter.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, you just
Why must I be the guinea pig?
what you can do is sort of.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
Good for you. Those are the ones. No.
yeah, they're not.
No. It's just that it hasn't developed its flavor yet. That's why they haven't been fermented.
Yeah, it's going to be really bitter.
So,
Let you taste it.
Delicious.
That Graycliff makes some good chocolate.
Also, after
Horrible, don't do it. Don't do it.
We're going to be doing the beans actually take about from 25 minutes to 1 hour for the actual roasting process, depending on how dark and light. It's just the same process happens also when you do coffee, so it's pretty much the same process. So once they've been roasted, then we air dry them here so that we can cool them off before we use them. Then they go into this machine right behind us over here. And this machine actually serves two purposes. What it does actually, it takes off the outer shell so that you actually get to the actual bean itself. And then we put it into this side of the machine here, and it actually breaks them up into smaller pieces called cocoa nibs. Some people also use them for actual filling, so you get to taste the actual nib itself with the outer chocolate. So when you do chocolate covered different
our
things.
chocolate bars will have cocoa nibs in them.
Yes.
We'll also roll them with as our outside coating for our truffles. We can candy them. So, you know, I don't like to do pulled sugar, but we'll make some sugar, candy our chocolate nibs, and it just adds an extra crunch. As Paulo was saying before with the roasting, because of us roasting it, brings out all this wonderful flavor. And also we are using Jamaican beans.
And Bahamian
So, and yes, and
Royce.
soon.
There's, we're experimenting in Andros at the moment, and there's also, we have located 6 acres just off Carmichael Road that we're finalizing negotiations with. So we'll actually have some cacao plants here in Nassau. Trees.
Thank you. With that, because we roast them, those flavors come out. So the first set of beans that we'll start roasting is from Jamaica, and those flavors come out is like vanilla and pineapple. And it's so crazy how each origin of chocolate has its own flavor. So we're really looking forward to what our flavors are going to come out from here.
Wow.
And we're not only going to be doing just country specific, but we're also going to be doing very, very specific, like exactly what they do in the wine business, where you have vineyard, estate, actual wines. We're going to be doing the same process with our chocolate. It'll be this particular estate in Jamaica.
And for right now, we're using Bachelor Estates out of Jamaica, which is amazing because they are fair trade and organic, and that is very important to us. You know, just like I know that, I don't know if you know about the history of chocolate to diamonds, it's the same similar thing. And we don't want to be a part of something that is not going to be good for all of us. So,
I mean, the slave labor we keep behind.
So, now we move on.
Yes, the next step after we get the actual cocoa nibs, the nibs go into this machine here, and this machine grinds them and basically creates what's eventually is called cocoa liquor. It's non-alcoholic, but it's a liquefied paste. So this is the first time that the chocolate actually takes on its first resemblance of what we know as chocolate.
And it's so rich and dense. It's like, it's kind of a ooey gooey kind of thing, you know?
Still bitter.
But still bitter, without the sweetening and extra oomph.
Extra oomph, yeah. Back to the process. Once the actual chocolate is finished in that stone melanger over there, then it goes into these 2 storage vats. What they do is they keep the chocolate at a warm enough temperature so that once it's finished in here, then it's pumped from here into our 2 tempering machines. Thank you.
And with our tempering machines, it's very, very important. This is like one of the most important things for me, are the tempering machines. Otherwise, I would be stirring for the rest of my life. And we don't want that to happen.
One big arm.
Yes, yes. Lots of muscles here. But this is where we take the chocolate and we take it to such a high temperature of like 117. And then we drop it slowly. And this machine is a constant stir. And it also helps the crystals in the chocolate so that we can break them down and we slowly bring it to temperature. I'm not going to tell you our secret temperature. Everybody has their own secrets. So Graycliff Chocolatier has their secrets. So we bring it down to our secret temperature, and we have 2 tempering machines.
Correct. This one is for manual loading, for when
Dipping truffles, doing some hand bonbons if I wanted to. But then we move over here, and we also have our chocolate bars, some of our other molds that we do for our bonbons. And we load up our molds in here. The belt goes straight across, and the chocolate goes in. It's like awesome Willy Wonka for real. And then we have our cooling tunnel, which you won't ever see in a lot of places. This cooling tunnel will help us push out so much chocolate and really, really help us out. Even though we're like one of the coldest places on this island because of all the air condition, this just even takes it up another notch. And so our chocolate goes straight through this tunnel all the way to the end, and at the end we'll have a finished product, and we'll load them up on one of those racks over there. After that, we let it sit for a little bit, because all through this process, it's all about letting the chocolate develop from the time it comes from the roasting all the way to here. Even with our fillings. As Sharon said before, we have the chocolate lab right there. I don't let many people go in there whatsoever.
she locks the door.
I lock the door, even Sharon and Apollo. Yeah, I lock them out. So I'm they blessed me. They have. It's a blessing. Yes, thank you. But in there also we make all of our fillings. And those have to sit and build up the little crystals in there so that we can cut them and dip them and all these wonderful things. And it's such a process. With just for one, let's say 4 days.
Really?
From beginning to end, 4 days.
Wow.
From our making our chocolate to our, and I can kick it up a notch and say 6 if it's really elaborate. You know?
There's multiple phases.
So many
to actually,
phases.
You've got to make the actual chocolate first, and then you make the actual coating into the actual mold. Once that is all set,
Let's tell the secret we're going to show them.
Fine.
And a lot of our sheet